What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy Dtlf back with another video, man. It's no longer breaking news. I know I'm a bit late today, but I was busy, guys. This news came at 5 a.m. Pacific time. So definitely I was sleeping by then, and then I had to run some errands. However, I'm here now, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Lakers, they did it. They exceeded my expectations. Now, I thought Anthony Davis would sign anywhere between a 3 and 5 year deal, but boy, Rob Pelinka has won the offseason. 5 year max deal worth $190 million for Anthony Davis. Now, this is no joke because this sets us up for the now and for the future. We got a prime superstar, best big man in the league as of today, with the potential of going down as one of the best big men ever in his prime at 27 years old for the rest potentially. I think this deal is significant. I don't think it's just going to be a 5 year deal. I think it's going to be a lifetime deal, meaning after we probably agreed on contracts that are going to happen after this contract's over. And I will elaborate a little bit on that, just waiting for the chat to fill up just a little bit more. But how you guys doing? This is the best news of the off season, guys. We made sure we locked this kid up. And not only did we win the trade, but we whooped the trade. We won the championship first year, and we locked up the superstar, the only superstar in this trade involved. We locked them up for a 5 year max, which is something that hasn't been agreed to in quite a while from such a megastar. Normally, guys like KD, they go to a team for like 2 years and they opt out, maybe 3 years max. So this is amazing. Now, Anthony Davis does have an early termination player option after his 4th year. So in his 5th year, he can terminate that and renegotiate a new contract. Now, why is this such a big deal that Rob Pelinka executed this 5 year max deal now? For multiple reasons. The main one being that I think this is a lifetime deal. Let me explain. So Anthony Davis could have opted for a 2+1, and he could have, once he got to his 10th year in the league, he's eligible for a super max. But he didn't do that. He trusted the Lakers staff to take care of him, the front office to take care of him once he gets into his early 30s, and then they'll give him that super max, I believe. Because if you think about it, most superstars would have went for that 2+1, and as soon as that 10th year kicks in, boom, let me get the mega max, which is worth about $250 million, right? So this man is trusting this organization, which I told you he would after that LeBron trade. I'm sorry, after the LeBron deal. I told you Rob Pelinka is not playing checkers out here, man. He's playing chess. He's 10 steps ahead of the rest of the NBA, and the reason that this is such a significant deal is because Anthony Davis is trusting us with his prime completely, giving us a 5 year max. Plus, I'm sure he's going to re-sign. He'll still be on the end of his prime, like the mid to end of his prime in the 30s. He's trusting us to give him that mega max, which we probably will. And we'll get critiqued for it because then he'll be paid all the way till he's 36. I'm talking the most money ever paid to a free agent, $250+ million. So I think this is really a 10-year deal, meaning 5 now and 5 later. But remember, you have to garner trust from these free agents for them to give you the full guaranteed 5-year deal with no opting out or nothing. And why is this huge? Because now we can just focus on winning titles. We don't have to worry about the media distracting us about, oh, will he opt out this year? Are you going to be a free agent, Anthony Davis? We don't have to worry about those questions. Everything for the next couple of years is strictly about winning championships. And this means that other free agents will now take pay cuts to come and play with LeBron and AD for years to come. So this is huge, guys. We destroyed this this offseason. Not only did we get the reigning 6th man of the year, we got the runner-up. We added Wesley Matthews, which is an upgrade to Danny Green, in my opinion. We still have Kuz on the roster, which is huge. A lot of people thought we were going to get rid of him. No, thank you. Now we can go and extend him to a reasonable contract. But all I'm going to say is this is major for the Lakers organization moving forward. We've come full circle from that team that nobody even wanted to give us a free agent meeting to signing the best big man to a 5 year max deal right after signing the best MVP type player in LeBron to an extension. This is amazing. And my man Din said, no Giannis, no problem. We're not worried about that. Rob's a shark. If there's a way to have Giannis via trade or something, he'll make it happen. If there's no way, then we're cool with that. We already have a championship favorite, not just a contender. But again, this just means, Rob Pelinka is destroying. Remember, a lot of people thought he was going to take a 1+1 this offseason. Nobody thought he was leaving. I told you guys he's not leaving. Matter of fact, yesterday when I dropped that video on LeBron James, I said I expect AD to sign now anywhere between 3 to 5 years now to at least match LeBron's contract. But what I see here is that Anthony Davis has bought into the Lakers long term. He sees how beautiful his front office is. Jeannie Buss loves her team. Rob Pelinka is a shark. LeBron's about to hand him off the keys. I think this year, I think he's going to be an MVP. I told you guys this in yesterday's video. And sure enough, today, Jared Dudley confirmed that they're probably going to feed my man. Hey, how you doing? Rios, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream, guys. But I'm very happy, guys. This is a beautiful day for Angelinos, man. We got our guy. That's our superstar right there. Best big man in the game and the best player, period, in the game together on the same team, plus an upgraded roster, a great front office and coaching staff. It's heaven right now in Lakerland. Right now, we're in awe. We just coming fresh off of a championship, and it's been nothing but good news this offseason. So I'm very pleased, man. We got him, guys. 5-year max. Remember, people were trying to put the fear into Laker Nation, talking about, oh, he's going to spurn you guys just like he did the Pelicans. We're not the Pelicans. This is La La Land. People come here for the beautiful weather, beautiful people, beautiful everything. It's a tourist spot. It's somewhere where you can, settle down with your family, buy an awesome home, especially if you got money. And it's just the perfect place for, it's a perfect place for superstars to come and carve out their niche and make themselves a household name around not just America, but the world. The Lakers is that, And so once he found out, once he realized this, he got a taste of La La Land, and he won a championship his first. I told you guys, there's no way we're losing Anthony Davis. Only dummies leave. Dwight Howard left. He was a dummy at the time. He realized that, he came back. He basically got his life back together. He ended up winning a championship. But in reality, this team is set for multiple years to come now. Now we're talking, I expect Dennis Schroeder to get extended after this year. I expect Kuzma back. And now if Kuzma doesn't want to buy in and he wants a bigger role, then he may get traded, and he deserves a bigger role. So I'm not going to be mad at that. But it would have to come from his mouth. If he continues to buy into this team, I expect him to be here long term. I expect multiple players now to be a part of this team moving forward. I think Talon Horton-Tucker is going to crack the rotation. Obviously, Alex Caruso needs to get extended next summer. This is going to be the bulk of the team. And so it'll be interesting to see if after we win this championship, which I think we will, if Montrezl Harrell will opt into his final year, or will he opt out seeking a longer-term deal, and will we give that to him, or what? But all in all, it's a beautiful sight for sore eyes, man. It's been too long since the Lakers had been reestablished to where we deserve to be at the top. And everybody's mad right now. People are crying. Chicago Bulls fans are saying he's not that great after they were crying for him. I told them, I tried to open their eyes and tell them, hey, Chicago Bulls fans, there's no way LeBron James leaves a winning, great franchise like the Lakers, the best franchise in the NBA for the Bulls. No offense, but you guys haven't been good since Michael Jordan. And that's not me hating on them. I wish them the best. I like the Bulls. I like the young Bulls. Big fan of Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen. But the truth and the reality is that they never had a shot at Anthony Davis. And remember, once you go gold, you can just never downgrade from any other color, man. Those are royalty colors, purple and gold. So real superstars know. Kobe Bryant said it best. You shouldn't have to recruit these stars to come here. If it's in them, it's in them. And Anthony Davis is a born-bred Laker. He said it last year during the practice. He said, I bleed purple and gold. I'm going nowhere. And sure enough, actions speak louder than words. 5-year guarantee, 4 years guaranteed, $190 million. It's a beautiful thing. He said, Rob is the GOAT. Absolutely, Giovanni. We're killing it right now, man. Rob Pelinka has he got revenge for not getting executive of the year. He should get executive of the century, the way he's going right now. He said the Lakers are waiting to buyout market for the last spot. I hope it will be Ariza. We'll see who it will be, man. I'm not even getting ready to get into that. But training camp did already start. They are interviewing some players. Kuz got interviewed. Excuse me. Markieff got interviewed. A couple of, KCP, very happy with his contract, got interviewed. So you got to be very, very excited for this team moving forward. Everybody's happy. And it's just such a family type atmosphere around not just Laker Nation, but the team itself. And it's a beautiful thing. He said, year 5 is 43 plus mil. Yeah, for sure. I mean, he could opt out still and reach try to get a bigger deal. But I think AD is going to be a Laker for life. And not just that, I think he just bought his ticket to become one of the greatest big men ever. Somebody mentioned it. I forgot who it was, but on a telecast, they said, when you think of every position, they said Magic Johnson, greatest Laker point guard. Greatest Laker shooting guard, Kobe Bryant. Greatest small forward, LeBron James. Greatest center, take your pick, whether it's Shaq or Kareem. And I'm echoing the sentiments because I know for a fact that the greatest power forward will be Anthony Davis. And not just the greatest power forward for the Lakers. He has the idea. He has a chance to go down as the greatest power forward of all time. He's on a great, his time length is perfect. 27 years of age. He's already a one-time champion. He's going to get multiples. And then when LeBron retires, he'll have all that experience under his belt. He'll have the keys to the franchise. And hopefully we'll have another superstar or two besides him to help him carry the legacy forward. But it's just it's been great, man. It's great. It's amazing to be a Laker fan. I told you guys when we were down, there's beauty in the struggle. Don't go nowhere. We sticking by our team because when we do make it, it's just going to feel so amazing. And this is that high I was talking about. I woke up this morning. You guys had already read the news before me. I was late. I was up at 7 a.m. and my phone blows up every time something goes off, and I love it. It's my favorite thing. It's like you guys, just like I break the news to you guys, sometimes you guys break the news to me. So I love it. I wake up to that, nothing but notifications, and I see the 5-year max, and I'm like, yes, we got him, baby. We got him. And he made the right choice. It's a marriage. It's a match made in heaven. When you see those perfect little couples, you're like, they're perfect for each other. One has a sense of humor, one's a sweetheart. Perfect. And that's what this Laker marriage is, man. This is perfect. Anthony Davis, best big man in the game. Lakers, best market in the game. Best franchise, best front office, best fan base in the game, best weather. Come on. He said, I broke the news to you. You're one of them, man, honestly. But I never look at my messages. Some of you guys DM me and think I go in there and read them. I have so many DMs I never look at. When I look at them, I already know everything. So it's mainly on my Twitter timeline. Those of you that retweet it, that's when I see it, So shout out to the homegirl, Lake Show. She's dope. She always one of the main ones. She'd be on it, man. I don't even think she sleeps. She'd be on it. So yeah, sup, Dan? Enjoying your channel. Keep it up. Yeah, I'm thinking LeBron is done. We're gonna get 2 stars to go with AD. Well, this is what I meant, and I told you guys, go back and watch my video when we gave Kobe the extension. Everybody was mad, talking about we're basically mailing it in. We're not trying to compete. It's bigger than that. The Lakers is a family. It's all about loyalty. And so Kobe Bryant put in 20 years of his career to the Lakers. The Lakers sent him off the right way, man. And everybody took notice. Everybody took notice, guys. And everybody was very pleased with the way that Kobe was taken care of, because they never seen no other superstar anywhere get the farewell tour that Kobe got. So LeBron was smart. He said, sign me up for that, please. Check. I'll take the weather, the house. I'll take everything. I'll take the whole package. Anthony Davis just saw that we just took care of LeBron and said, okay, this franchise is the real deal. I used to think it was a pipe dream. I used to think it was a rumor, but playing for them 1 year, being a champion, they really show you the love, respect you deserve. Anthony Davis has opened his eyes, man, and he has realized there's no better place for me to be. I give them my full trust on a 5-year deal. I know they're going to take care of me as I get older, and I'll probably retire a Laker. There's nowhere better. Unless something crazy happens, I doubt. I don't want to jinx it, but something crazy happens, a la Kobe and Shaq. I don't expect that to happen. But all in all, man, you have to be happy because it's good karma. Lakers take care of Kobe, we get LeBron. Lakers take care of LeBron, we get AD. Lakers take care of AD. Who's next? Who's coming next? LaMelo Ball in the future if he becomes a superstar. Trae Young. What about, oh boy, Luka Doncic? I'm just saying, everybody takes notice, man. We got the biggest platform, and so shout out to Jeannie and Rob for just doing right by the fans, by the players, by the city, by the community, by everybody. We love this franchise, man, and that's why people hate on us. They're jealous. Let's be real. Everybody says we're the worst the fan base ever. We're really the best. We're the most educated. Yes, we are spoiled, but that's okay. Who wouldn't be spoiled, right? Who wouldn't be happy with their franchise and feel spoiled when you're constantly winning? We're the best team. Let's be real. The Celtics, they're tied with us, but they won most of their championships in the 1900s. They won theirs in the early 1900s. I'm talking, 19 BC. No, I'm just playing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they won their championships in the black and white era, and then they got 1 or 2 or 3 in the modern era. We win, like I said in my track, Lakers been good in every generation, man. And we're going to continue to do that because this is a tradition. Thank God Jeannie is still young, still smart as ever, and she's carrying her father's legacy. Laker Nation is very proud, and we love Jeannie. So as long as she continues to own the team, and hopefully, when her time is up, when my time is up, when all of our time is up, hopefully her, she doesn't have offspring, but hopefully, somebody will step in and do right by the Lakers organization. But as long as she's up there, man, she's the queen. She's the queen of the Lakers, man, queen of dragons. He said, "I want Ingram back in the future." I mean, that would be sweet, but it's really hard for those players to become stars, carve out their identity, and then end up back where they started. Sometimes it happens, but you really have to humble yourself because remember they traded you. Sometimes the pride gets in the way, but I love it. Thoughts on the new jerseys? I gotta buy one. I gotta buy one, bro. Give me a sec. Hey, brother, I'm doing the live stream. Can I call you back? All right, thank you, bro. Yeah, my phone's been going off, man, today. So, but it's a blessing, man. I love having you guys as a support system and my friends and family. It's the best. He said, "Can we still get the max slot next offseason?" No, we can't get a max slot. However, there is ways. Remember, we did pay KCP a huge amount of money. We do have Montrezl Harrell. If he opts out in, those contracts become tradable if need be. I don't think they will need be. I think we're going to love them. I think they're going to do an exceptional job. They're going to fit in like a glove with this team. We'll win multiple championships, hopefully with both of them on the roster. But I'm telling you right now, man, if at the rate we're going, anything's possible. Everybody's going to want to play for the Lakers. This is the place to be. And that's why LeBron and AD said, hey, we call dibs on our spot. We ain't go nowhere. This is the place to be. Dan, I want the City Edition jersey. Will AD be number 3 or 23? I don't know, but for my sake, I'm hoping he stays number 3, even though this became an iconic jersey because it's their first championship and our first championship in 10 years. So I'm very happy with this jersey. But yes, I will buy another one if he changes to 23, of course. He said he better work his ass off right out of the gym and become a gym rat. What are you talking about? Nobody needs to work their ass off. These guys are naturally talented. They have the work ethic, man. I'm not worried about. Don't worry about another man's pocket. If AD is who he is, he is who he is. He's the MVP candidate every year, and I think this is going to be his year. So all they need to do, him and LeBron, is stay healthy. Everybody else, yes. Everybody else needs to continue to be spectacular and get better and better. He said, I feel like Kuzma might get traded midseason. Hopefully not, but if he does, I expect some value in return because the kid is going to be really good wherever he goes. So that's all I got to say. I'm team first. Of course, I love me some Kyle Kuzma. He's the last of the Mohican. He's the last of the young kids. So therefore, I'm disgusted by the hate he's gotten. But that's neither here or there. All I'm going to say is, he represented, the youth properly, and he won a championship. Now he has his right to try to get paid, and hopefully he earns a contract. Hopefully here, if not, wherever he goes, man, I wish him luck always. He has a fan in me. He said, what's up, Dan? Go Lakers. Bro, AD is the man. That's what's up. And again, it's not a hard decision. I think he really just needed to see LeBron getting taken care of for his own peace of mind. And now he knows, hey, I can trust this franchise with a 5-year deal. And I know even if I get injured, if I win championships, they'll take care of me. They did it for Kobe. I'm good, man. That's most. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Most franchises aren't trustworthy. They see their players as meal tickets. As soon as they get injured or they get old, they trade them away, like the Celtics did to Paul Pierce, KG, and all of them, right? For draft picks, and they try to recycle those players. We don't, man. You did work for us. Even if we go through a couple of struggling years, we're going to send you off the right way. We're going to give you a Vikings funeral. We're going to send you off the right way, but that's the way the Lakers do it. So all you have to say is, got to be proud of the franchise, and they rep the right way, and it's paying off. Remember, Anthony Davis wanted no part of the Celtics, and it's rightfully so. They're a dirty franchise. They do their players wrong year after year. If Jason Tatum is smart, he'll get the heck out of Dodge as soon as his contract's over. Of course he was going to cash out. But, he needs to be somewhere else because as he gets older, they're not going to take care of you. Just look how they did Paul Pierce. He ended up retiring, a Clipper? Nobody cared about him. Even Draymond made fun of him. So that's exactly what you don't want. And let the whole Carmelo Anthony, story be your guideline. The way he became a journeyman after being an all-star, borderline superstar. Some people think he was a superstar. Some think he was an all-star. Debatable. But, throughout his career, he really didn't have a place. Now, he's still a journeyman. You don't want to do that. What you want to do if you're Jason Tatum is find yourself a home that's going to appreciate you even when you get into your older age. And the Lakers is that place. There's not a lot of places like us. But he said, whatever happened to Costas? He's still on the team. He's on a 2-way contract, man. So anything's possible. We never know. Maybe Giannis will request a trade to the Lakers and not want to sign elsewhere until, I don't know, anything can happen, but I doubt it at this point. Now I think it's LeBron and AD's team, and they said we don't want to share the spotlight with nobody else. We got this, man. We're good enough. We like the challenge. We like the fight. We just got some dogs, some Dennis Schroeder types. We just got some Montrezl Harrell types. There's no need for Giannis here. Maybe that's what they said. But all we know is that anything's possible with Rob. If Rob wants to go out and get a Zach LaVine to go with AD once LeBron retires, I'm sure he'll do it. So gotta be happy. The Heat trash, they're gonna be clapped. He said, I hope we get Paul George next year. I'm good off of him. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching the interviews, Robert, but you need to educate yourself on Paul George, man. He's not the guy. He makes excuses, he throws teammates and coaches under the bus, and he just never owns up to anything. They call him the NBA modern day Pinocchio because his nose just keeps growing from all the lies, and he just can't live up to the hype. The only way I'm taking Paul George is on a veteran's minimum, but I'm good. I think there's plenty of better fits out there, and I don't want Paul George. He said they should have traded AD for Kobe. What are you talking about, Alex? Don't come in here saying nonsense stuff, man. Kobe's a Laker for life. He's still a Laker. He ain't never went nowhere. He's the epitome of loyalty, man. He is the city. We'll never, ever, 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 ever trade. We were never, ever going to trade Kobe. Even when he requested a trade, we talked them out of it. So they should. He said, we ready for y'all. Let's go. Hey, and by the way, the preseason is around the corner. 8 days, man. Make sure y'all stay locked in right here for pre and post game. Got a lot of coverage. Super excited, man. Can't wait to break down the team game by game with you guys. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a blast. Yeah, no slandering Kobe, bro. You slander Kobe, won't? All right, you get blocked. This is Kobe's sanctuary right here, man. Kobe sanctuary. You might not see it, but I got all the Kobe. I got my whole Kobe shrine at the top right there, on top of Muhammad Ali. So he said, Dan, 2 more chips from Bron and AD, and their statues will be outside of Staples. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Give me 1 more championship. They already got the statue, personally. But yeah, if you give me 2 more, their statues should be everywhere. Not just outside of Staples. Those 2 guys, we're blessed. Laker fans are blessed. We always get the best talent, man. That's what we do. We got the secret sauce, and everybody sees that there's an aura around Staples Center always, and they want to play for us. They want to end their career here. So Dan, appreciate you, bro. He said, so what team besides the Lakers takes care of their players? Nobody, brother. Nobody. Not like the Lakers. We're different. And we get critiqued for it. Remember, ESPN First Take, all these people were chewing out the Lakers for giving Kobe that extension, after he had just torn his Achilles. But, man, he said, Dan, cool, J. Cole post. Appreciate you, bro. It's one of my favorite rappers, for sure. He said, why are people so hyped about Ariza? The dude is washed. Because you don't look at age, Chris Jones. When you have a championship contender, you just look at roles. And Trevor Ariza plays his role like a champ. That's why. Is it interesting you say Paul George throws teammates under the bus? Hold up. Teammates under the bus, but that's Bron's whole persona. I don't know what you've been watching, Tony, but our locker room is straight. So check yourself before you wreck yourself, brother. Jameson, appreciate you, bro. He said, damn, what a glorious day with AD. Signed that 5-year max deal. We're going back to back, baby. And I told you guys, brother, and thank you so much for the donation. I told you guys this was going to happen. A lot of people were concerned, hey, why hasn't AD signed? I said, I'm not worried about it, man. Rich Paul, Rob Pelinka, they're going to take care of it. And it might even be bigger than a 2-year deal. I told you guys this was very possible. After we gave LeBron James that extension, I knew it was going to be anywhere between 3 to 5. I told you guys this. And sure enough, we wake up to the 5, which is the best. It was the best option for the Lakers personally and for AD. So, yeah, the Lakers are set for years to come. The haters are mad. Bulls fans are crying. Celtic fans are crying. Celtic analysts are crying big time. Like, they're crying green tears. I thought they were buggers at first, but they're just Celtic fans. They're out here crying, talking about AD's overrated. He's injury prone. He just won a championship and had a perfectly healthy season. This is when a fan base is desperate, when they start wishing injury on your players. That's how you know they fear you. They know they're not going to get over you. And they also show that they're scummy fans, because Laker fans don't wish injury on nobody. We don't go out here saying, hey, hopefully Jason Tatum gets hurt. Or, hey, we don't say stuff like that, man. Class over trash, baby. Laker fans, we bleed purple and gold. We focus on our team. We make fun of the clown teams like the Clippers because they open their mouth too much, so we have to clap at them sometimes. But in general, we're just a great franchise and fan base. We're the best fan base out there. Dan, oh my God, I'm so happy with Rob as a GM. Rody, man, let me tell you something, Rody. Rob Pelinka has exceeded all of our expectations. And you know what? I challenged him that one year when Magic left. I said, show us you can build a champion and we will fall in order. We will fall in line. And he did that. Very same year, he went out and got AD and we fell in line like this, just like that. He said, we want to compete against them at their best. Absolutely. He said, damn, my boy MLE in here. He's a Lakers family. We everywhere. Absolutely, man. We're the greatest fan base and an ever-growing fan base because the younger generations are starting to realize, the ones that were confused, the ones that were born in the fake Clipper era and thought Lob City was the cool thing, they're starting to realize how trash and scummy that franchise and fan base is. And now they're listening to their parents. They're like, okay, the Lakers is it. So that's what you got to do, man. You got to educate your children. Don't let them root for the Golden State Warriors and their fair weather fans. Don't let them root for the Clippers. Those are two of the worst fan bases. They disappear when they suck. We don't. We're here always. I was still wearing purple and gold. My neighbors used to tell me, hey, man, your team sucks. Why you repping? I was like, I'm proud, bro. We got 16 of them. Now we got 17. And now they understand that loyalty pays off. Now these people want to rock Laker colors. I'm like, take that off. You were talking smack. Take it off. I'm like the Laker police up in here. I remember all my neighbors that was talking smack. I'm like, don't be wearing that purple and gold, you hypocrite. So that's the way it goes, man. Dan, all 5 of those Flipper fans going to be begging and join the fan base, and they're not welcome. They're not welcome over here. We don't want no beach volleyball fans over here, man. Y'all can stay over there. He said, Dan, what do you think about analysts like Skip who make their living by hating on players? Or should I say player? He makes his living off of LeBron. I wonder who he's going to start hating on once LeBron James retires, We'll see. Love you too, AD. I love you too, bro. But yeah, you said it. I mean, that's my answer. They make their living off of hating, and that's never good. It's better to make your living off of showing love. You guys have seen my channel for years. I have respect of fan bases. I never even imagined I'd have respect because I show them love so long as they stay respectful. I'm out here showing the Nuggets and their fans love. I'm out here showing Knicks and their fans love. I'm out here showing multiple loyal franchises love. And I acknowledge when there's talent. Jason Tatum is one of the most talented young kids in the league. I'm not going to hate on him just because he's a Celtic. Am I a fan of the Celtics? Hell no. Could I ever root for Jason Tatum as long as he's a Celtic? Hell to the double heck no. And twice on Sundays. But at the end of the day, you still got to respect talent. And I love young players. I'm rooting for LaMelo. I hope LiAngelo makes it. I hope he makes the final cut because he's in an unguaranteed contract. So a lot of people think he already made it, but they can cut him from the team at any point. That's what an unguaranteed means. So hopefully he makes it. And I even hope Lonzo bounces back and eventually becomes a Laker one day because he's my favorite of the Ball family as of right now. Maybe LaMelo will overtake him. We'll see. Jameson said, I dare anybody not to give Rob P. Executive of the Year this time. It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how they just hate on us. And it's going to continue to happen. They robbed LeBron James of MVP, in my opinion, and they robbed Anthony Davis of Defensive Player of the Year, but they can't rob us of that Larry O'Brien. That's for sure. That's for sure. He said, people think we still can't get Giannis, but we can. No, I'm saying I don't put nothing out of the reach of Rob Pelinka. I wouldn't be shocked. But whatever happens from here on out, and Rob Pelinka, we trust. He's our leader, man. He has that Mamba mentality, and that's why Kobe installed him in the franchise to help, Jeannie Buss, who him and Jeannie always had a great relationship, almost motherly-like. Now, no disrespect to Mrs. Bryant. I don't know, I'll never get into family affairs or talk smack, but I'm just telling you, man, they had such a close relationship. It was beautiful to watch. And she left them with the final gift was Rob Pelinka. He's the final gift to Jeannie mainly, and especially to Laker Nation. That's it. Rob Pelinka is it. He said, keeping Kuzma, it's a luxury now. Of course. I've been telling people for the longest time, you're not going to get nothing in return as far as trade value for that $2 million. Might as well extend this guy, give him his flowers, man, and have him happy and hopefully motivated so that he continues to grow and get better. He's still young. What is he, 24, 25? He's still young. Basketball years, that's That's forever, man. He's still got a lot of room to grow. Look at Alex Caruso improved, and he's 26. So that tells you that's still young relatively. We got Anthony Davis in his basketball prime at 27. So he said, Dan, your opinions about Damian Lillard saying that the bubble was easy? I agree with him. I mean, think about it, man. There was no crowd, no pressure, um, no distractions. They're not going to have that if they don't play in the bubble again. So, you know, they're not going to have that again. He said, Dan, your show is the best. You know your shit. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. I try, man. I love basketball. Been watching it for 20 years plus. So, I'm about to turn 30 this month. So on the 20th. So, the basketball knowledge has stemmed from a long time, and it's just you got to try to be as unbiased as possible. Sure, I'm a little biased. I'll admit that. I'm a Laker fan, but I still try to keep it 100 and stay true as a basketball fan overall. So I think that's why a lot of you guys show me love, and I appreciate that, man. He said, yo, DTLF, I just want to say congrats to the Lakers for reaching an agreement with Anthony Davis for 5 years for $190 million. Y'all got a bright future, bro. Thank you so much, and likewise, man. Likewise, I look forward to our rivalries in the future. Real rivalries, not like the fake Clipper-Laker rivalries. They never even make it to the third round, but your team is looking very bright in the future as well, man. So I'm excited. I'm excited for our future matchups, and it's going to be really fun. Dan, watch the show for a while, and I never see you capping. Oh, man, that's huge. That's huge. I appreciate that. I try to keep it 100, man. That's how we are. That's how we're raised in the hood, man. We don't cap out here. That's what we do. He said, Dan, remember Ronnie Price, Robert Upshaw, Anthony Brown days? I remember everything, brother. I remember the Adam Morrison, even on the championship team. I remember, the DJ Benga. I remember the not so glorious days with Karan Butler, Kwame Brown, Kenny Atkins, and Brian Grant and Chris Mim. Bro, I've been here forever, man. I'm a real Laker fan. I'm not one of these bandwagons that, just come over here from another team, not gonna mention no names, and they just start wanting to trade everybody. No. I'm one of the patient ones, one of the ones that sees the broader perspective and can see into the future and give you guys a little bit of perspective. So that's my specialty. I think that's why a lot of people rock. Not to be cocky or anything, but I feel like I should have way more than 13,000 subscribers. The only difference is that maybe the presentation. People like to see, the whole, I don't know, maybe I got to fix my layout or something, but eventually I will get there, man. I will be prime time, and I have no doubt in myself. So, Dan, you ever met a Clipper, Daryl? Never met him, nor do I have interest in meeting him. No offense. I know he's a diehard Clipper fan. No offense to him, but I just don't like him. I don't like Clipper fans at all. There's one Clipper fan I like, and he's at my job, and he's a humble Clipper fan. He's allowed me to talk smack, and so I kind of took it easy on him. He's an OG. He used to be a Laker fan. That's the only confusing part. But he's actually a real one, though, man. He knows his basketball. He loves his Clippers, so I respect him. Other than that, I find Clipper fans really douchey. No offense if there's any not douchey Clipper fans out there, but for the most part, my interactions with them have come really close to blows. Like, I've been playing at the park basketball in my Laker gear, and some clown tells me to take that off that the Clippers run LA. We almost came to fists. Like, man, don't ever talk to me like that before I bust your ass on the court again. So at the end of the day, they just, I don't know where this confidence comes from. Like, this is liquid courage or something, because it damn sure ain't coming from high basketball IQ or from watching or from their history. That's for sure. So I don't know. Dan, what do you think about CCX Westbrook trade? I'll be honest with you, man. It's not an impressive trade to me. My boy Lonnie, shout out to him. He's a big fan of John Wall. I just don't know if he can stay healthy personally. So I'm not like, wow, the Rockets. Westbrook is not a winning player either. So him going over there with Bradley Beal, taking some shots away potentially from Bradley Beal, nah. So all in all, it's not an impressive trade to me. The only impressive part of this trade is that we'll finally get to see DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall, play together on a team since Kentucky. So we all know those two guys love each other, and it should be fun chemistry-wise to see them, especially because I'm a big DeMarcus Cousins fan. So I'm rooting for the guy individually outside of him playing versus our team. But yeah, hopefully he has a a healthy rest of his career because man, he's been through it. He said Mark Mad Dog. Man, I used to Mark Madsen was he still got one of the most iconic white boy dances, man. It's so funny. So yeah, those are all classic moments. Clipper fans are guys that want to sound cool and say they are different and don't want to be like everyone else. LOL. Clipper fans were always Celtic fans and we're Golden State Warrior fans. I agree with you. The Hulk smash, and I like the. I'm not gonna repeat your name, but I like it, man. I'm the same type of trash talker online, so I like the name. Uh, I agree with you, bro, and it's hilarious. They think they're unique, but they come off as weird. You know what I'm saying? That's like I don't know, man. It's like going to a dealership and you got Volvo on the side over there, and then you got a much more lucrative brand. Take your pick. It could be anything, and you pick Volvo. Like that's what it's like to me. Like, why would you pick Volvo when you got a Lambo sitting over there with your name on it? Like, especially if it's a free car. You know what I'm saying? So he said, Nick the Quick was one of my favorites. Nick, oh man, Nick Van Exel, and I was young, man. That was around the time I started watching basketball. I was young, so I don't remember too much of Nick Van Exel or Eddie Jones, but I do know that they were. My brothers grew up watching them and stuff, so I know they were, beloved here in LA, and they were fun to watch. I seen the highlight tapes. He said, "Do you see the Lakers sign Powell? He looks good for a 40-year-old. Probably give you 10 or 15 minutes a game." I'm rooting for Powell. I think it would be a nice send off, and again, it goes in part with what the Lakers do. So I wouldn't be surprised at all. I would actually love that. But we'll see what happens, man. You just never know with the Lakers. They're gonna do right by LeBron and AD mainly. If they want Powell back, then sure, they'll bring him back. If they want to go in a different direction, then I'm completely cool with that. Powell had his time already, and so whatever he decides to do, regardless, I expect him to get retired in Staples at some point. He said, for sure, I'm gonna come to the show. He said, I got the notifications on too. That's what's up, humble. Appreciate you, man. Oh no, he's talking to MLE. My bad. Yeah, there you go. I'm reading the wrong comment. He said, what's good, Dan? Did you watch Paul George interview? I never watch anything Clipper wise, but people do send me like snippets of clips, and I think he's just embarrassing at this point. Like I think this guy, I don't know what I don't understand what goes through his head when he opens his mouth because nobody buys his excuses at all. Like he's been in the league so many years, and they always overhype him. Remember, him and the Thunder were talking about we're gonna bring a championship back to the OKC Thunder. He said the exact same thing about the Clippers. Like, bro, you're not bringing a championship anywhere, not as long as my Lakers are around. So stop it. Especially not on the Clippers. I told you, Clippers are where careers go to die. And if Kawhi was smart, he'd get the heck out of Dodge before his career is over. So, yeah, DTLF Nick V hit the game winner in the Lakers' last game at the old Boston Garden. Check the video. No, I know the history. My family was watching. That's barely when I was starting to get into basketball. Like I said, I'm a 20-year long fan, and my family has been a Laker fan since before me. So I know what you're talking about, bro. And I know Nick the Quick Van Exel, rock handle like Van Exel, just like Jay-Z says. I know he was amazing, but he was not in my time as far as me being fully focused on basketball. I was still young. I was still wet between the years. I'd watch here and there with my family, but I really didn't understand what was going on at the time. It wasn't until Kobe started making a mark for himself, when he got drafted and all that, that I really started getting into it. He said, Pal's in shape, so if it's him or Deadman, I'm okay with it. Of course, anybody now is overkill. The Laker team is stacked, man. The Lakers could probably, they could probably throw me on there, and I could probably average 1 point a game, I'm confident. I could at least hit like a free throw, a layup or something, right? But it just shows you how much overkill the Lakers have. Even I wouldn't hamper the team, maybe defensively because I'm not as athletic or quick as those guys, especially at my age. But I'm good enough, man. So at least for a G League roster somewhere. But bottom line is, you throw in Powell, he's a Hall of Famer. He'll contribute some one way or another. One way or another. He said, Dan, some channels with 50K plus subs can't even pull 300 live 100 Laker Nation. Well, you know what it is, man, is that Laker Nation knows they know who the real ones are. So again, gang recognized gang. I know you guys are real ones. You guys always show. Hey, shout out to my boy right here, Hydro, Black Lives Matter. Absolutely, brother. We with you, man. But yeah, like I said, Laker fans, they understand knowledge and they flock to knowledge. They don't go to, I mean, sometimes you might be bored and you might go and see some entertainment, some overreactor on YouTube. That's fine. But at the end of the day, they're gonna come back here because they know this right here, some of the smartest fans in the comment section right here, right now. And you guys really make this channel go. I'm just the host, man. The host with the most. He says, shout out to Rich Paul. Absolutely. This guy, Rich Paul, he's a real deal, man. He's really putting on for the black community, and he's putting everybody on. Like this guy, if you guys haven't seen any of his documentaries or videos, this guy started from nothing, man. Sure, LeBron gave him the platform and helped him out, but he's really picked up his own weight and put in work, man. He's easily the most lucrative agent right now in the NBA out of nothing. So he's an inspiration to myself. You guys know I do music as well. You guys know I'm going to start a record label eventually, hopefully clothing line in the future. Everything. I mean, people like that just inspire me. I'm a minority. Obviously, I'm Mexican-American. You know, it's harder for us to take lift off from the slums, you know, from the ghetto to stardom. But we are some of the more motivated people because we haven't had that type of success and we strive for it. And if you're hungry and you put that into action, 9 times out of 10, it'll come to fruition. And sometimes you'll fail, but you know, y'all see that Bruce Lee poster in the back in the corner? It has a very important quote, man. And it says, failure isn't to Bruce Lee. He said failure wasn't like losing. I'm paraphrasing here. I haven't memorized the quote, but basically what he's saying is you need to fail to learn how to succeed. It's a part of life. And so failure isn't really losing. Failure is learning. Every time you fail, you got to learn from it, pick yourself back up, try again. And eventually you will succeed. And that applies to everything in life. I know it sounds cliche, but it works, guys. I know this. I mean, my channel is a perfect example. Y'all remember the story of how I started my channel, right? I've always been a diehard Laker fan. People told me to start a channel. I thought, yeah, maybe one day. It didn't take up until I broke my hand for me to make time for this, man. And ever since then, I've been just in love with the fan base and you guys. And you have been so generous to me and just motivated me to even strive for next level success. So I want 1 million subscribers eventually. One day, hopefully that happens. I have a second channel. Eventually it'll happen. But we have to keep grinding. You have to, you know, anybody who's down in life, you have to stay motivated. And nobody can motivate you like you can motivate you. You can watch motivational videos if you like. You can read books all you want. But at the end of the day, you have to be hard on yourself and say, hey, what have I done today to be productive, to help me accomplish and reach my goals? If you do that, if you approach life with that type of mindset, you know, read books. They do help out. That Mamba Mentality book, huge, man. It's like I take a piece of the Mamba and I install it into my hard drive, into my life. So, you know, you have to take it one step at a time. You will stumble. You will stumble along the way, trust. But it's how you pick yourself back up and continue. And like my man Kobe said, there's beauty in the struggle, man. The best part for him was, you know, just working hard. So that's the dream. And so that's what you got to do. He said, but really, Kobe fans can be toxic? Absolutely not. Real Kobe fans are not toxic. There's a difference between Kobe fans and then there's just toxic people. Toxic people will just be toxic no matter what they like, you know, but there's a difference. You can be a Kobe fan and not be toxic. That's just a generality that haters make up to try to put a bad name to Kobe Bryant. No way. Are you surprised teams to watch? You said I got Phoenix in the West and Atlanta in the East. Surprise teams to watch around the league. Well, I think Phoenix is going to be interesting. You're right about Atlanta as well. You know, that'll be interesting as well. Watch out for Denver. I think they'll take another leap this year. Watch out for teams like the Dallas Mavericks. They're definitely a team to watch. And always any team with young talent, I want to see how that young talent develops. I'm talking LaMelo Ball, James Wiseman, you know, Anthony Edwards. Always want to see how those, you know, I'm a big fan of young talent. You know, the youth is the future, man. They're the future of the NBA. They're going to be the stars of tomorrow. And it's always fun to me to watch them in their early stages. And you can as well, you know, from their stumbles, you can learn from that and apply it to your life as well. Because, you know, stars aren't born. They're made. You know, stars are made. You have to grind to be a star in this world. In any profession, you have to grind. It's not just going to fall in your lap. You know, it's not. And there's a misconception that about overnight success. Yeah, some people get lucky, but that overnight success, 9 times out of 10, is going to be short lived. It just like they reached. Put it like this, man. Your success depends on the foundation that you built on, right? The foundation. The stronger you build that foundation, that work ethic, that consistency, the stronger and longer your success will last. If you reach success overnight, you're going to lose it overnight because it doesn't have a strong foundation. It'll be here today and gone tomorrow. But if you continue to have a work ethic and you continue to work and grind, and you build a strong, solid foundation, your success is going to be long lasting and everlasting. In the case of some like Kobe Bryant, Bruce Lee, some of my biggest idols of all time, Muhammad Ali, everlasting. Even after they're gone from this God-given green earth, they are here forever, man. They're with us every single day. Their philosophies, their teachings, next level stuff. And if you really apply these things to your life, because like I said, you can read all you want, that's still not going to get you success. It's going to give you an idea, but you have to practice what you preach. You have to apply the success. So that's all. And enough preaching from me, guys. I'm very happy, and I'm always happy to pass down some knowledge. Some of you guys hit me up about ideas or maybe some advice on how to start and make your channel more successful. And I do my best to help you guys out. So I appreciate you guys though for all your support. Hopefully you guys are having a magnificent day. Hopefully it gets better as it goes. Talking about magnificent day, my boy Lonnie hit me up today early in the morning. He woke me up and he FaceTimed me. He had the PS5. He was ecstatic. So that was funny to me, man. Hopefully you guys have a great day and continue to shine in whatever role that you apply yourself to in life. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Don't forget to smash the like button. Go Lakers, baby. 8 days away from preseason basketball. I can't wait to see you guys here real soon. I'll catch you guys later, man. Peace out, Laker Nation.